There will come a time potentially when just me talking with Sidekick Bear will have more viewers than Joe Rogan and Elon Musk sitting around talking about weed. Someone says, love thy enemy. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try, but I think JC's a little better than me at that one. I'm not capable of loving my enemy. I want to kill my enemies. And listen, the Bible and Jesus is all about truth. So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, I love my enemies. I want to strangle my enemies. I'm not going to lie to you. I got back into Christianity because it's true, not because I wanted to. It was almost a little flat earthy. Because at the time, the people that were around me thought Christians were retards. And so it was because it was so obviously true. But like, love thy enemy, I don't get on board that one very well. I'm just letting you guys know that. It's just I'm a little more Old Testament when it comes to enemies. So yeah, I don't have any love for my enemies. Plate tectonics make no sense for flat Earth. Seismic waves from earthquakes bounce off Earth's core in a way consistent with spherical core. Geology is key. This is the thing I'll say about this. If you need so much knowledge about geology to prove that the Earth is a sphere, when people literally think you're retarded if you don't know the Earth is a sphere, there's a situation happening. And that's all I'm saying. There is a situation happening. Because I couldn't believe how hard it was. Imagine being like, okay, someone's like, prove it. I could be like, I'll prove it a million ways. I'll show you Google Maps, Apple Maps. Well, those are just Jew maps or whatever. I'd be like, okay, we'll get in the car and we'll go there. Okay, it took 2.5 hours. We're in Albany. Prove it's Albany. It says Albany Library, Albany. Like, that isn't happening with Sphere Earth. Like, there's a million things you can just prove where you're like, okay, well, we can show you this. We can show salt water. If you drink a liter of salt water, you'll start vomiting. It's like, prove it. It's like, ugh. Like Sphere Earth, people are like, dude, I'm telling you the key. The key is that seismic waves bounce off the core like it's a sphere. I mean, come on. Every retard knows that, right? It's like, dude, you don't know how you sound. It's like the best argument against flat Earth I've gotten that makes real quick sense is Alaska and Russia are right next to each other, and I can prove that. I've spent time in Alaska. I know how close Russia is. The flat Earth map, they look very far apart. And cartography isn't that hard. Whether the Earth is flat or sphere, you can make maps. And so if your map has to constantly adjust based on weird shit like that, it sounds shady. But other than that, there's a lot of shit. You cannot measure the curve. Right. There's other stuff. Like, for example, like the culty demeanor of the flat Earth people makes me think it's CIA. Because a lot of times when people do that, it's because there's a reason to do that. Where the moon landing didn't happen, that's a huge problem. NASA is a bunch of lies. So if I were a nefarious power broker, I would say, okay, let's try and discredit everybody who attacks NASA, and let's create something believable enough but retarded to discredit everybody. Like, to me, that follows. And I'm not saying that the Earth isn't flat, by the way. I haven't proved it either way. And I'm still working on it, and it's going to take me time. I don't give a what Eric Dubé's schedule is in Thailand. I don't care at all. But you got to understand, like, you can prove we didn't go to the moon. It's not that. And when I was proving that we didn't go to the moon, everyone was like, well, soon you're going to say the Earth is flat. So you think the Earth is flat? And that to me triggers that it's a CIA op. Because I'm like, no, I'm saying we didn't go to the moon because I can literally prove it a million ways. You know, it's like, Name one other time any human being has explored someplace exciting and other countries didn't follow. Name one other time technology went in reverse and got more expensive to produce. Name one other time that the greatest moment in human history was deleted to save tapes by an organization that gets $24 billion a year. The moon rocks have traces of uranium isotopes and brass that only they're man-made from Earth. Neil Armstrong, his body language and his verbal demeanor was distancing himself from all actions when he was on the moon, and they wouldn't let him give another interview for 30 years. The rock he gave Holland was a piece of petrified wood. I don't even have to touch the Van Allen belt. And dude, look at how Bush, Clinton, Obama, they all said we're going back to the moon. Gearing up, bailed. Well, what about private? Elon Musk said he's going to the moon, bailed. Now he's going to Mars.